Hello and welcome. Today is July 16th, 2025, and today we'll be playing V Rising. I'm your host, Xolo Q. I'm a Xoloid's Quaintly Reaper and Guide to the Underworld, and on today's stream we'll be continuing off where we left off on our previous session of building this particular castle. This is now part 5, I believe? I'll have to double check. I think I wrote down part 5, but well, actually, you know what? I'll double check because I could be wrong. Yeah, this is part 5. So this is part 5 of this whole, building experience, working on this particular castle. And I'm hoping to kind of tie up some loose ends as far as some of the outside things and the inside things that maybe I haven't totally figured out yet or quite figured out yet. I'm thinking I might want to work a little bit on either the throne room or the upstairs rooftop garden area, so still gotta think about that, still gotta figure out exactly what I'm gonna do there, but it is very exciting to get started. As per usual, this is a local save file for anyone wondering, where I am basically building to my heart's content. Nothing is costing me anything. I basically build kind of like a sandbox mode, and if you're ever wondering about that, like if you're ever wondering how I do that, I basically make those changes in the in-game settings before I do anything, and then I also have those changes in the back-end settings. Like I do go in and, for example, get rid of sun damage, right? So yeah, little things like that, because I figured I'd mention it now because I do get questions about that every once in a while, so I figured I'd mention it, get that out of the way for anyone watching, maybe even post-stream. Thank you for the lurk. What did you do? Hello, Amusa. Hello, Angel. Thank you for the lurk. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna put on some nice music so we can chill, right? We can jam out and chill and live our best life. Well, this life anyway. Also, hello Majin Droido Rinsu, welcome to the chat, how you doing? Also, let me know if my microphone volume is okay, because I did increase it slightly and I'm making like minor adjustments here and there, so if it's too loud, let me know so I can just shut the fuck up, okay? Thanks. Well, you know what I mean. Alright, so for this area out here, I definitely want to put down some kind of tile. I'm thinking maybe the brick tile over here as well. This area right here, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I think I am gonna add maybe some fencing or something here. So maybe something like this. Hello, Epic, and hello, You Read Your Curse. Welcome to the chat. Hope you guys are also doing well. Bo Audie, welcome to the chat. How you doing? How is you? I'm doing all right. Hanging in here, working on several different castles at the same time, so it's been a little bit of a challenge trying to actually finish stuff. So we actually completed this portion last time, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put in the inside though, because the inside area I'm not really sure exactly what I'm gonna do for these. Like I haven't quite decided. So these two areas I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm also kind of considering what to do with some of the more oddly shaped areas of the castle. So like for example, down here, I have this whole area here and I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna do with this. Like I thought about putting like some tables and chairs out here at first, but now I'm not so sure if that's like the move. So I'm gonna have to reassess like how I feel about this area going forward before I do anything silly. I'm also going to... Actually, I'm pretty happy with how this room ended up. This room's alright too. But yeah, I feel like I need a little bit more of something here. Like it's just not complete. Like the throne room itself needs a lot of work. Like I was thinking about maybe going back here, doing stuff behind the throne, working on like second layer lighting and stuff like that. So I might have to remove the carpet in this statue temporarily just to make like myself a like a scaffolding kind of thing. So yeah. Been playing some Rivals, okay. Is this the green corridor? Well, that one, I guess you could say it kind of is that one. Not really sure on how I'm going to utilize these two rooms here though, because I haven't really figured out what exactly I want out of these rooms, like what purpose I want to use them for. So I'm not really sure if I should make this like kind of like a drawing room or if I should make it like something else. And of course we also have to design the servants' quarters. That's another thing to worry about. And then of course I also have this floor here where I also don't have anything down here. So I think I'm gonna maybe place some of the tiles that I mentioned, like the brick tiles down here also. And of course I want to have a door here eventually, but I'm not putting a door just yet because I don't know what style I want to go with per se. So yeah, not really sure. As far as the wallpapers go, I've been using the well, there's a certain type of, well actually, you know what I could do? I could remove these and then just do this so I'm not affecting the whole wall. But I've been trying to mix this exterior royal walls for the wall pieces, and then for the columns use the arena columns, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it does look nice, so I think I'm happy with that for the most part. Not a bad decision per se, as long as I don't accidentally like remove it throughout the whole castle like an idiot, which I mean there's a non-zero possibility of that happening considering how easy it is to make that mistake. Yeah, the castle's looking pretty good so far. Nothing too crazy, I guess, but it's definitely looking better than not, for sure. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with these walls. I thought about maybe putting like gloom wrought walls here, even though like green isn't like the color I'm really working with. I kind of like the idea of being able to see a little bit outside, but it's kind of hard to like really enjoy that. I don't know. So I'm thinking I might make this into like a door like that, and this one as well. And then here I can place down my my brick flooring. I could have also put some like shrubbery over here, but I don't really understand why I would do that without having all the pieces in place that I want, you know, essentially. So I think I'm gonna use like the blocking off with the blocks on the side, and then we're gonna also put a well, actually technically I could have used a barrier gate instead here, but I think that other gate just looks nicer, so we're gonna go with that one instead. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I wish that this particular verdant gate also had a block like the prison door and the barrier gate. Like, we need more blocks, because like having only two kind of sucks. Building next to the scarecrow, gotta do that sometime. Yeah. Hello, Zero G Scott, welcome to the chat. Hello, Elfie, how are you doing? DBSino. Let's see, did I miss anything else? Castle looking, oh yeah, thank you, Gotti. But yeah, I like the plots that have like scarecrows on them. I rarely get to do anything around it. I can actually place down some crops to grow though here, so I'm thinking about maybe replacing the bottom here with crops, because I can place it without destroying the without destroying the scarecrow. So that's kind of like my thought process here, but I'm gonna have to go out of my way to do that. I think I'm also gonna use the red brick floor here as well, right outside the stable. And I think that you know, for the outside, this is you know, a pretty acceptable tile. I think this is fine. But yeah, as soon as you come into this castle, you have like this feel of like, holy crap, look at this. You go in, super long corridor. I'm not gonna put any like decorative things on the corridor, except for maybe a couple of things like on the pillars. Like, I'm thinking I might add some like gargoyles or something. I'll have to think about it, because I also have to think about lighting in that area. Last time we left off, I was working on kind of like council seats. I don't know. I was trying to figure out what to do with this, so I think I am going to complete this or symmetrically add that onto the other side. I think that was my original intent, so I think I'm going to continue that in this case. So yeah, let's do that. Lunch tables, yeah, basically. Lunch tables, it's funny. There we go. And then we're gonna add our chairs. I use the high back chairs, so we're gonna do that. Perfect. Yeah, this is looking pretty good so far. I am gonna add some overlight kind of something. It's just too dark, so I'm gonna have to put probably some flying lights over here somewhere. I'm gonna use probably the most extravagant chandelier I have in my collection. I'm gonna have to really rethink this though on how I'm gonna actually execute that, because the thing is, this is not aligned to the pillar, so I have to kind of think about whether or not I'm putting too many of these down, which is another headache. I could also put this in the center, but I feel like the light is too dim, and if I put one over every single table, I think it might be okay, but it might seem a little overkill. I'm gonna have to experiment with that as well. Just put it here just to get like a general idea. If I change the color to like an orange glow, that could be fine too. Red would be too dark, I think, for visibility reasons. Oh, I didn't mean to do that to the table. For visibility reasons, I think it'd be too dark. So ideally I would want to use like a white for the lighting of these tables. But the rest of the room, I think, could have like a black, or sorry, not a black, a red or something. All right, let me check the alignment of these before I move forward. This one's too far forward. There we go. It's important to measure on both sides, otherwise it looks weird. Let's see. They could have made gargoyles that come alive just like Dracula area. Exactly, that'd be nice. Or living armor that activate on enemies. Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, it'd be really cool if there was some kind of security mechanism or a trap, as some people would say. You walk into a room, everything seems cool, and suddenly like four gargoyles like jump on you. That would be crazy. I mean, it would literally be so OP. Like you wouldn't be able to raid a castle. Like, it would be busted. But maybe we can use like obsidian to make it or something, because we don't have another purpose for it other than the golems right now. So it's kind of like a wasted product in some ways, I would say. Not in all ways, but in some ways. I'm kind of tempted to put a pillar here just because of the layout. Let me go back and take a look here and see what I've done. I could remove these pillars here. I didn't plan on doing that initially, but now that I'm looking at this, it doesn't really vibe well. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what that side looks like. Yeah, you can clearly see that that looks a little bit better. Maybe this could be here instead. I'm gonna have to think about this. Like, if I remove this and have it here. Oh boy. Let me remove this real quick. Because then I can see all the people from the throne. And you kind of want to be able to see who you're governing, right? Like, I don't know. It makes sense to me. I like the idea of having these pillars here, and I think if you sit here you can see everyone, so it's not, I think it works a little bit better. I think having these pillars here don't really make sense when you have these tables anymore, so I'm just gonna remove them. Let's see, but what use would those be in a solo PvE game though? pure entertainment. I mean, you could put them down next to a vermin nest or something, maybe. I don't know. I only just recently learned do shift to paint a room for the walls, and you drag across walls too rather than click. Things I wish I knew in early access. That actually was not a thing in early access. They didn't add that till 1.0. So you're not going crazy. It just wasn't a thing before 0. Let's see. Until they add PvE raised castle defense, things are just deck horrors. Exactly. Thank you for the hydrate, Catchy Kochu, the headpat, epicest ever, and the stretch. You read your curse. Thank you. Big stretch. Okay, I think I'm better now. That was one hell of a stretch. Damn. Hold on a second, let me make sure I get my thing all set up. Okay, we're good. We're good. I thought I was experiencing like a little bit of lag, so like if I'm lagging or something, guys, let me know, because that's like bad. That's really bad. Part of me is thinking about removing these pillars as well, because now I feel like these pillars don't make sense. Like maybe if I put the pillar like over here, it might make sense. Like if I put it on the side, like behind. But the problem is that it cuts off this chair, so it doesn't really work. I mean, having the pillars back here, I mean, it looks nice, sure, but does it really serve a purpose anymore? Probably not. I'm gonna remove these third floor pillars as well. Damn. I kind of want to put a pillar here instead, like, I didn't think I'd be doing structural changes this late into the build, but here I am. Technically, I'd still be able to see this one person from here if someone's sitting in that chair. Like, I know, like, some people will be like, oh, well, who cares? If it looks good, it looks good. Well, I kind of want it to be somewhat practical. Like, if I can't see the people in the chamber, then what the hell? Like... I sound better? Oh, thanks. Well, I actually increased my volume a little bit, because I thought, like, after listening to, like, you know, my, my regular streams, I decided to make some adjustments on the audio to see if, like, people find it better, so it was better. That's good. Let's see. Hello, Spidey. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Just kind of making some changes. I kind of want to leave this pillar here, but it's like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if I go up the stairs, right? Let me go upstairs. Cause I like these pillars. These pillars are nice because they hold up the wall there. But if I go up here, does this make sense? Probably not. So I think I am gonna remove these. I didn't think I was going to do that, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes, I guess. It just isn't fulfilling the purpose I had in mind when I first placed these. I feel like if I'm gonna have pillars, I'm gonna have them here and here. And then probably also complete these. So I'm gonna have to place my pillars from this distance, actually, because otherwise I can't snap it. So let's do that here. And then I'm also going to add my pillars here. They're on the same thing. Yeah, they are. Cool. They're on the same length, or same wave. I shouldn't say wavelength. That's not really a word I want to use, but you know what I mean. Now I can jump down. Oh. If I can get to the other side, it'd be great. There we go. Let's place the wallpaper. Yeah, I think I am gonna maybe leave these pillars. I have to think about it. Because originally I was gonna, you know... Anyway. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me continue doing this before I make any... Oh, that was a mistake. Before I make any, like, silly mistakes on top of what I already done. If I leave these up, what does that look like from the side? Let's take a look from the throne. See what it looks like. Too late. Hold on. Are you not using any voice filters or something? No, I just increased my volumes. I didn't add any, like what do you mean? Voice filters. Am I echoing or something? No, my stuff is off. I mean, I have voice mod, but I don't use it for, like, regular speaking. Too late for the mistakes? Oh. Let's see, are you... Yeah, I never use voice filters, usually. Like, I don't think I even have a redeem for that, now I think about it. So no, I don't have voice filters. I just increased my volume. That's literally all I did, was just increase my mic volume a little bit. And people are noticing. They're like, oh my god! You sound different! I sound fine. You know, it's funny, because, like, I do get weird comments on my voice sometimes. Like, I get people saying, like, the weirdest shit, and I'm just like, you know, it's one thing when, like, one person leaves, like, a mean comment on, like, a freaking, like, a video or something, and they're, like, making fun of my voice. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, who cares, right? But when, like, I've seen it a few times throughout my life, I kind of wonder, like, is there something wrong with me? Like, you gotta question. Kind of like Pirate Software uses for lowering his tone. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, like, a lot of times people's voices can sound really different depending on their settings. So I think that's why, like, people are like, oh my god, you sound different today. Or you sound fine or whatever. So yeah, it kind of makes you wonder. Like, I've had I've had some really interesting interactions with people, because I used to play a lot more actually, you know what? I got some funny stories. Sounds good for sure. Like your videos better than so many of the other people I watch. I tend to need it up loud to even hear them. Yeah, that's something I want to avoid. Like, I'd rather be too loud than too quiet. And I know that sounds like kind of crazy, but you know, YouTube has this thing now where it's like I forget what the setting is called, but there's like a setting on the little cog wheel now where you can like stabilize the volume. And that usually changes how someone sounds. So I try not to be too loud, just in case someone happens to have that setting on, but I also try not to be like too quiet, because I want, you know, people to hear me, you know? So, I don't know, it's a weird world we're living in. Weird world. Reminds me of the lady that was involved in a medical scandal where she used to lower her voice tone. I forgot her name? Really? That's weird. That's too much work. I just speak normally, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, I'm slightly unhinged. Let's see. The way I sound when recorded versus how I sound in my mind space is way different. Same. Imagine how I feel when I'm over here editing videos. I'm just like, man, I sound like that? God damn, I sound terrible. And another thing too is like a lot of the sound stuff that I've adjusted, you know, for videos versus stream, I try to give the same voice quality or same like sound when I speak versus, you know, when I'm making a video, for example. So like right now on stream, I should sound exactly as I do when I make a video, except maybe a little bit louder this time. The only difference is that when I go into video editing, I use like a voice isolation feature, which basically makes it so that background noise is like gone. Like that's basically like the only change, really. So I don't know, it's interesting. And I think I'm gonna add actually some walls here. I think I changed my mind. I think I am gonna add some walls. Put one here and here. And then we're also going to use the ebonite, sorry, exterior royal wall. I keep wanting to say ebonite, but I know it's not the right thing. I gotta fix this too. This is a mess. I'm gonna adjust some of these inner walls. They look kind of meh. There we go. And then we're gonna get the arena wallpaper out. Get these pillars looking good, consistent. These pillars need to also be done. I haven't done these yet. kind of jumping all over the place, but I'm okay with that because it gives me an opportunity to catch mistakes, which I'm totally here for. So, let's get this 3rd floor pillar done. Yeah, I think I am gonna leave the behind pillars up. It sucks that it's not like perfectly aligned because of the size of the tables, but I think I can live with this. Some people have very different speaking and singing voice though. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm probably one of those people. I'm probably one of those people. Really depends on what I'm doing, but yeah, I would like to say I probably do. Actually, I should tell a funny story. So I joined the queue. Thank you for the follow, Zeus Yeet _Yeet. Did Zeus yeet himself? The world shall never know. Or may never know. Who knows? That's a funny name. I like that name. Paris Hilton did the same, right? She changed her voice to sound like a bimbo. Honestly, like, the only thing I have to say to that is sex sells, so that's kind of, you know, unfortunate. It's an unfortunate reality of entertainment. So in some ways you do get situations like that, so that doesn't entirely surprise me hearing that. I didn't know that, but I also, it's like, whatever. Found your YouTube videos helpful, by the way. Thanks. I'm glad. I try to be as helpful as I can, because I know sometimes I myself get like really stuck on certain things, and sometimes I just want to know how something works, and when you look up guides, there's like nothing, or like it's really not helpful. So I try to create the opposite situation. I think I'm gonna place some trees or something over here. I don't like the way this looks. Let me... Ooh, did I connect these? I did. Let's put some trees down. I don't like this at all. Put a tree here. Yeah, so funny stories, right? I've had a few situations where, like, I get into a voice call with someone for the first time, and they're, like, super confused. And I'm like, what's confusing, right? Like, you're probably thinking, what do I mean by that, right? So, I used to play a lot more League than I do now, like League of Legends. And every once in a while, you know, I would add someone on Discord, like maybe we played together and I thought, oh, this person's pretty good jungler, or this person's pretty good, you know, ADC or something. I'll you know, add them, right? And, you know, you add people on Discord and you start talking, and all of a sudden you get that awkward question where the person's like, so, like, are you a girl? And I'm just like, huh? Yeah, why? And then they're just like shocked. Like they don't, all of a sudden the dynamic changes, they don't know how to like talk, and I'm just like, bruh, is it really that shocking? And they're like, well, I didn't expect this because you're playing top lane. I'm like, yeah, I main top, but it doesn't mean that, you know, like what is surprising? Like, I don't get it. And they were just not. Like, they were just surprised. And then I've also had people like ask if I'm just like really young, like a young, you know, boy, or if I'm like an actual like girl, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So I've been told by several people I have a gender neutral voice, like in different contexts, different game scenarios, different people. Like, it's happened throughout the majority of my adult life, so it's been like a weird experience for sure. And I'm just like, what's so weird about my voice? Like, because to me it's obvious, you know, like I'm over here talking, I'm like, you know, it seemed pretty obvious to me, but other people that don't know me, so when they hear my voice, they're like, oh my god. And then you get like the weird like YouTube comments, you know, being called like a trans person, and I'm just like, okay, you're wrong, but like, why are you even bothering to say that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Don't be like that. Let's see. Your voice timbre sound effect is the uwu anime line. Oh my god. I peg you female from the start, no worries. Yeah, I feel like most people do, just because of the mannerisms, the way I speak. Some things I talk about, you know, my perspectives on certain things, it makes sense. So, you know, when people are like, oh my god, like, I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know, to me it's weird, but I get it, you know, because obviously there's some truth to it, because even, like, one of my best friends, like, when she first, you know, met me, like, and we had, like, a call, like, over voice. This is when, like, I was using Skype before that was killed, right? This is a long-ass time ago. And, this was, like, before the Discord era. This is when Discord was, like, first becoming a thing. And, you know, my friend wasn't sure, you know, for, like, a while, but they were too embarrassed to ask. And then later on, they just, like, casually found out on their own. They're like, oh, okay. And that was, like, so weird. And I never knew this until she told me, like, years later, and I'm like, what? Funny as fuck. Oh, this dinner room is nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Also, hello, Willie and Hunt. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the hydrate. What did you do? The stretch Majin Droid Rinsu and the headpat from Bad Shooter Fast Runner. Thank you so much. Don't get me started with Discord. LOL, had a pain getting it running last night, but I finally got into your Discord channel. Let's go! Oh yeah, I have a Discord, so you guys should totally join it. Here you go. If you type in !Discord, you'll see the link pop up in the chat, regardless of the platform you're on. Had to use both my phone and PC to get it to work. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I like Discord because of the ease of use and functionality, but you know, it's not for everyone, and I understand that. It's kind of like, well, unfortunate, but okay. Let's work on this servant room. Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna use these. I think I'm gonna use this. I wish we got, like, Gloomrot coffins. That would have been cool. Though the new set is really nice, not gonna lie. I don't know why I can't seem to place things well. There we go. Let's get some windows up. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on, let me see. If we end up playing Enshrouded or Nightingale, you'll be able to hear my stunning Scottish brook. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, like, for me, like, I just gotta find the time to play these games. Like, I've been too busy, like, just working on scripts and stuff, and it's, like, exhausting sometimes. Not gonna lie. I do enjoy it, though. Like, I really do enjoy writing, like, well, not the scripting process, but, like, making, like, videos and stuff I really enjoy. So, no shame there, but at the same time, it does take a lot of time sometimes, and it just, like, it can be challenging. Even under the best of circumstances, it can be a little challenging. But that's okay. It'd be like that sometimes, as I like to say. Alright, here we go. I think I'm also going to add... what color do I want here? I think I'm gonna add just a warm color. And we're gonna put down, some curtains. I kinda think something like this might be good. But I kinda wanna use the plain one for the servant room. I gotta think about this a little bit. I think I'm just gonna do that. And I think I'm also going to... Oh, I don't need that in there. I could also take these tools and stuff and put them up for people to grab, but I need like a better space for that. I can't just... Maybe paintings. I gotta think about this. Maybe that could be cool. Actually, no. I'll put this on the side here and then put paintings on that side. And then this side could have, like, what did I use? I used the dull ones. Ah, wrong color. Yeah, that's what I'll do, and then I'll add a couple paintings. Let's see. It didn't force me to stomp a mud hole in your arse and walk it dry. Jesus. For someone who claims to be introverted, you do just fine at the video thing. Oh man, that's because you don't realize how long it takes me to actually hit record. Flames even. Do the curtains match the rug? Nudge, nudge. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good, good. That's a good suggestion. It's a good suggestion. It's a good, good suggestion. Good idea. I like that. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, a little bit more contrast. That works. Good idea. And you know what? I think, I'm gonna remove this chandelier. I don't really like it. I think I'm gonna use the thing. Where are they? Here we go. This thing. I'll use these instead because I use these outside, but I just like the way they look. And then I'll put down the paintings before I forget, because I keep saying I'm gonna put paintings and then completely like forgetting. So I think this is fine for now. And you know what? We'll also put a servant lock on this door. There we go. Let's go upstairs. Yeah, this dining area is becoming like one of my favorite parts of this build. Every time I walk past it, I'm like, damn, that's actually really nice. Look at that. Look at that nice dining table. Look at that. Beautiful. Mwah. Alright. Was that rug comment an innuendo? What? Nah. Not this time. At least I don't think so. I thought they meant the other, cause there's a white version of the rug, so I thought that's what they meant. Unless I'm misinterpreting. The vampire room, they can see in the dark. Yeah, but candles are for decoration. It's not for viewing. It's not for seeing. It's just, you know, when I say visibility, I mean visibility of the person viewing it. So me personally, I want it to look nice. I want to see what's in that castle, you know? Zero caught it. Also, it went over my head. Wow. I see how it is. It'd be like that sometimes, though. Sometimes, like, jokes will just fly right over my head, and I'm just, like, chilling. I'm vibing, you know? Oh my god. We're gonna choose our wallpaper again. I'm gonna choose that wallpaper, and we're also going to get a door again that is... boom. And now we add the coffins. So this is gonna be just like the room downstairs, but just in a different place. You're just a sweet summer child. Yeah, you're mistaken. It's not that I'm a sweet summer child. It's more that I'm like so like slow to process information that it's like I'm all over the place. Oh my god, no way. Nah. But you know, here's the thing, like, oh, I remember what I was gonna say now. I remember what I was gonna say. So, you know, going back to like the voice thing, because I always found that like to be like a weird, you know, phenomenon. You know, when I first started making videos, because I think Zero mentioned, was it Zero who mentioned the oh no, it was Eloquent, I'm sorry, who mentioned, you know, confidence on camera, right? When I first started, if you watch like my first streams, I was so nervous. Like now I'm like not as obviously nervous, but I do have like a little bit of a, you know, anxiety while streaming, not gonna lie. Like today was a little weird because I started the stream right away. Sometimes I start the stream like 2 minutes late because I'm like deep breathing, like trying to calm down before I start. That's my castle's name, the Jenny. Hello, Isekai dude. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, but I actually just, you know, in a lot of cases, I'm very, whatchamacallit, very nervous, actually. I'm a very intense and anxiety-ridden individual. I rarely leave my house and touch grass, but when I do, I'm reminded of why I don't leave my house and touch grass, so... We're gonna use a different window up here. I like this one. Doesn't really matter because we're on the 3rd floor. Make sure I didn't miss anything. We're gonna put down this thing here and a couple of... Oh wait, yeah, it's on the other side. Where's the painting? We'll put this one here. There we go. So we got our painting set up. I think I'm gonna stick with this like kind of like silvery edge on the paintings because I'm not using a bunch of gold in here. Very nice. Walk in. Looks good. Walk out. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to change. Maybe like a storage. Oh, hold up. I gotta add like some kind of storage container or something near the door. I can't just like not have that because I feel like it's too plain. I'm gonna have to go back downstairs though. Gonna have to look at this again. There we go. I'll add another one over here. Actually, I'll add a different kind. Maybe this one. Okay, that I don't like that. I'm gonna put a vase instead. I think a vase would look better in this particular room layout. There we go. Hold on. Stone Cold Sober, I have maybe 1% filters. Give me a wee dram of whiskey, my filters pop -50. Damn. You do this fine. Don't be so hard on yourself. Thanks. What is this word? Grass? What? Word grass? What are you talking about? Let's see, I live in the forest, so much more peaceful than any from humans. Me and Boo just found— oh yeah, your cat. Your cat? How's your cat doing? What the cat doing? Bird is the word. 0. Let's see, proper posh pronunciation is vase? Vase? Please, I'm not fancy enough to use the word vase. It's a vase. Alright, I think I'm gonna use the money plant. I call this one the money plant. I don't know exactly— hold on, what's it called again? It's the Monstera plant? This one, I call the money plant because my mom calls it the money plant, so I just assume it's a money plant. She says something about like the leaves like having good luck or something when they like have these like little holes in them or something. She says something about it being good luck. I don't know what the logic is behind that, but to me it's the money plant, so we're gonna use the money plant. Maybe I should ask her about that. I should be like, what is that whole thing with the money plant again? Oh, I missed a pillar, it looks like. See, this is why you gotta check your different parts of the castle, because every once in a while you'll miss something like this. Like this whole pillar was completely undecorated, no wallpaper. I'm willing to bet I probably made a similar mistake on the other side. Oh, there is no other— oh, I did. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Anything up here? No, I think we're good. Alright, let's check from the sky and see what this looks like from outside. She's a nut job. She heard you say her name and meowed at you. That's funny. So it's weed. The leaves are magic. No, it's not weed. It's not weed. It's just like, it's a money plant. That's all. It's a money plant. I don't know why she calls it a money plant. I have not, like she kind of explained it, but like, I don't know. I don't really believe in those kind of things. So I completely, it kind of rubbed off my, like it just kind of went in one ear and out the other. I'm gonna be honest. Like I have no idea. All right, let's put some walls here, or not walls, but put some fancy gates. Over here, I'm kind of hesitant to even put a gate, because if I put a gate here, then I'm gonna have to have two different gates facing away from each other, which can be a little bit claustrophobic. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I guess it's far enough. It's just a lot to interact with in a small space because you have the teleporter right here. But I think I can live with this. That's fine. Alright, so this area here, I'm gonna try and figure out exactly what I want to do here. This is probably gonna be some kind of weird thing with maybe some hedges. Hello PJ, welcome to the chat. How you doing? No wacky crystal stuff for you? I've never tried that, actually. I've never, like, the most extreme thing I've tried is probably weed, and that's it. Like, I don't even drink because the medications I'm on, if I drink, I will straight up hallucinate. So, I'm trying to avoid, you know, magical problems, if you know what I mean. Monstera is toxic to both humans and pets. Not much money in that? Really? Oh, crap. I didn't know that. Damn. Yeah, maybe it's a money plant because it'll cost you money. Never thought of it that way. God damn. Kind of not sure what to do with this. I'm kind of thinking, you know what? I have an idea. Can I get anything out of this? I don't know. Damn. Blocked by railings, really? Really? That's not gonna work either. That's not gonna work. Damn, what am I gonna do here? I guess I could close it off with like an arch right here. And then just put down a... You know what? I'll work something out. I'll work something. We'll figure it out. Oh, that's not gonna work either. Can I use a fence? I can, but it looks weird. Oh, shit. What did I do? I done goofed! Okay, let me try placing this thing here. And then placing this one here. Oh, now it's not working with the arch. I have to reconsider everything. I can move this over one, but I don't particularly like the way that looks. And then I can take my, planter here. What the hell? I used a different green. Why is it? Oh, I didn't make that one. Okay, I was confused because I was like, that's right, because I changed pieces, so it didn't transfer the color that I was using. All right, I completely forgot about that. Let's see. 7 watching, 6 likes, not too shabby. Hey, I'll take it. I follow the shamanic path. Hallucinogenics are my jam, but only for spiritual use. That's fair. Whiskey is for pain relief and relaxation, truly medicinal use. Lots of indoor plants are associated with attracting money for fortune, are called such in feng shui. Feng shui, feng shui. Oh my god, I can't believe I said it like that. Feng shui, or Vastu principles. Feng shui. I'm pretty sure it's feng shui. Are you not dying in the sun? No, I am not dying in the sun. I have a setting, so I actually explained this like really early into the stream, but I think you got here afterward, but I'll explain it anyway. So there is this, there's a setting you can do in the save file. So if you go into, sorry, not the save file, actually, you know what, I'll exit and show you where I did this. So if I go to, hold on, if I go to main menu, and I go to load game, and I go to, so this is the stream castle we're working on right now. This is the one that you guys haven't seen yet, really, so this is a surprise one you guys are probably gonna like, but this is the one I was just working on, right? If I hit go to directory, it'll open up a file folder thing, which you guys can't see, but there's a folder in there called server game settings.json. And all you have to do is like insert one line of code that basically says that the sun damage modifier is like 0, and then you take no damage. You take no damage at all. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Let's see. Similar to Lucky Cat statues and Asian balloons. Interesting. Must be the meds? What? Hold on. She the Daywalker? That's funny. Xolo's a descendant of Blade. Oh no. She's special sometimes and be like that. Yeah, it's just special settings. That's all. It's because I'm playing on like a local save file. That's why everything here is kind of like a sandbox mode for me. I can literally place things at will. Nothing costs anything. So if you notice, like the flooring doesn't cost anything. I can place like all types of stuff, like the furniture, and it doesn't cost me a damn thing. It's wonderful. And when I take it out and I get rid of it, it's whatever. It just disappears. We're good. So yeah, it's basically how that works. I don't have to worry about the sun because I don't want to deal with the sun when I'm decorating, you know? Xolo the hacker, like Johnny Lee Miller in Hackers. What? I'm not a hacker. I don't have that kind of like... I'm not that intelligent. I don't think I can handle that. Like, I mean... Okay, like I'm not like a total dumbass, but like I don't have that skill set, I will say. Oh, that's right, I left. Actually, I should probably give myself 20 of these so I don't have to worry about it anymore. There we go. I remember when wallpaper cost mats. Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, I remember too. Why you give it away? I was still explaining your lore. I'm sorry, Kachi Kochu. I'm sorry. She wears Velcro shoes as laces are too tough. What? Not that smart as lines of code stream pass on the screen. Bruh, it's not even code, it's literally console commands. I don't consider that's the same thing. At least not to me, because I mean, I used to do a little bit of coding, but never anything like crazy. Like I really didn't have amazing skills, if that makes sense. Trying to figure out what to do in this room. And I think I have an idea. Let's go with this. And we're gonna put down our what was it again? This thing. And the lighting, we'll just put we'll make this like a blue room. I don't know if I want to go with like a dark blue or like a... I think we're gonna go with like a baby blue. How about that? Little baby blue. I don't necessarily want to put one above the fountains though, because it's like clipping. So we're just gonna leave that alone. I might just put pillar ornaments down though. I don't like that one for this. This is fine. You can't even see the clipping. Because the thing about these banners is that they clip against this wallpaper, which drives me absolutely nuts. Like, you can't see the bottom of the banner. So putting this in front just completely negates that issue, and I don't even have to think about it. So, not worried about it. Let's see, what did I miss? False modesty will get you nowhere. We know you. Oh no. When you host your own servers in Nightingale, we'll have the same admin commands. Honestly, I've messed around a little bit with trying to get that set up, and I've had a hard time myself. It's a huge learning curve for me, so I feel like I can't really give, like, good info on that, despite being, like, on the PTR. I think what I'm going to do is maybe take some time to, like, kind of research, you know, how these commands work, because they're still in the process of adding and subtracting and moving things around. So until that's, like, kind of somewhat finalized, I probably don't want to delve into it too deep. But yeah, for what it sounds like, you will have, like, commands to be able to do stuff like that, and you're also going to have the ability to basically enable modding as a result of some of the changes they're doing structurally. Uh-oh, Boo's place her paw on my knee. Fixing your claws every few seconds, it's dinner time. Yep. See, magical day. Hello, Mage Flame, welcome to the chat, how you doing? I don't know, I don't really, at least for me, like, even just, like, making content and stuff, like, I try my best to communicate with you guys, like, actual, like, good information, and one of my biggest pet peeves is, like, when I make, like, an error or, like, a mistake in the video that is too much of a hassle to change. You know, when I'm too deep into the editing process and I realize there's a problem and I'm just like, I don't want to record that. I don't want to go back to that. We're just gonna take this same word from somewhere else and paste it into the middle of the sentence. And hopefully I can blend it in well enough that you guys can't tell. Usually it's good, but sometimes it ain't good. I'm gonna have to add some more, you know what? I think I'm not gonna add, these lamps here. I think I'm gonna add something else on these. Like, I feel like there needs to be some other... That's not gonna work. What about this? That is definitely... Wow, when they added these pillars, they didn't think about any of the items you can place on here at all. Like, you can't even... Like, it's complete... Look at that. What a mess. The only one that looks decent is this one. The orb. Everything else, like these candles, look all fucked up. Look at that. It's like bleeding. Look at the candles. It's like 3 like candles just chilling with like no support. This one isn't terrible. This one's probably the best one out of them. So I think I'm gonna use this as my thingy. I like these because they're kind of lower down. They're kind of cute. I like them, and they look a lot similar to these. I think they're called yeah, the Gothica candles. The same thing with the Gothica hanging lantern. They're part of the same thematic or set, essentially. I do want to change the flooring in here. I don't really like what I have. Maybe something like this. Okay, what about this? Okay, maybe we could try like a crypt flooring or something, because I had this on before. I kind of want to add like... Yeah, you know, this might work. This is better. I think we're gonna go with the crypt flooring for this. Let's see. Wish they let us place the position vertically on a pillar. Yeah, like if we could kind of decide like how high up it is, like if we wanted to put like one of these like up here, like in the center or something. I kind of wish we had like flexibility more with like placing things on the walls, because like right now everything just snaps. It'd be nice if I could like move like put multiple things on the wall, but like, you know, kind of like diagonal from each other or something, like if I had 2 paintings or something. Let's see. Damn Boo's a pushy broad, shoving my hand out of the way while I'm trying to load her plate. Damn. You're waiting too long to feed your cat, bro. Cat's gonna kill you one of these days. Damn. She hungry. That's what happened. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I'm gonna do in this room, because I could do like a mirror of this room, but this room is already kind of boring. I want to add maybe some statues or something. If I add a statue, it's probably gonna be like a regular stone statue of some kind, like these. I'm probably not gonna go for the black because I used a lot of black throughout this whole castle. So maybe... Okay, that's too close to the bench, so that's not gonna work. Maybe this. Put that here, and actually I have an idea. We'll put this here, and then we'll put this other one. Oh. Not that one. I used that one too much. I already have one downstairs. There we go. Adds a little bit more character to it. And we're gonna add some plants, some shrubbery, as I like to call it. Reminds me of my ex-wife at times, but Boo at least purrs and is happy to see when I come home. Damn. God damn. Still love the little turd though. She's awesome most of the time. I used to have a cat too. I miss her. She was great. I only had her for like maybe 6 months, but she was like awesome. Best cat ever. To be fair, when I adopted her, she was already like 18 years old, so she wasn't gonna last much longer, but... And I remember like when I went to go pick her up at the shelter, I decided, you know what, I want this cat. They're like, are you sure? She's like really old. You know she's not gonna live long, right? I said, yes, I'm sure. And then I think that's kind of another reason why I decided to be like a Xolo, like as a VTuber, because I was like, you know, something about holding my dead cat in my arms was very impactful. I don't know. It was a really sad day, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. My best friend was as a teen was a wolf named Shasta. She and I were inseparable. Really? Was it like a wolf dog, or was it like an actual like full wolf? Like that's really crazy. I have to ask because I've seen a lot of weird shit. So like my roommate in college, she was showing me pictures of like her in her family, like old photos. And when I was looking at the photos, I saw this dog in the picture. I'm like, is that a wolf? She's like, yeah, it was like a wolf dog, actually. I was like, holy crap, how often does this happen? People adopting older pets are awesome. You're the last person they'll ever know and make their final days meaningful. I think, you know, that was part of it. It took about a month before she left the closet finally, because she was kind of afraid and kind of stayed in the closet. But when she realized, like, hey, it's okay, like, I'm here, I'm gonna, you know, take care of you, feed you, and all that, she calmed down after the first month or so. So really I had a good 5 months of her presence of, you know, she warmed up pretty quickly after that. Shasta was a full wolf. She never made a mate or pack. I was the only human she ever bonded with. So basically a pet, yeah. You know, it's funny how like some animals are like super chill too, like you wouldn't, in ways you wouldn't expect. But at the same time, you also have, you know, the dangers of intervention. So I always like get worried whenever I see like, you know, injured animals and stuff. Like, I remember one time, I was outside of like this office building, and I guess like a hummingbird like smacked into the window or something, and it just knocked itself out. And I was like, oh my god! Like I literally saw it just go boom, and it just like fell down. And I checked on it. I'm like, you okay, buddy? Like, you know, I didn't want to scare it and freak it out because I don't know if it's gonna have like a heart attack or something if I scare the shit out of it. But it was like seriously knocked out, and I was like, oh crap, what do I do? So I was like, okay, let's just watch and see, you know, because I checked its wings, like I carefully moved it around while it was like knocked out, and then I checked its wings to make sure that like it wasn't like broken or something. I said, okay, I think they're functioning. And then I just like left it alone, and after like about 20 minutes or so, the bird just kind of like shook it off and was like, oh, what was that? And then they flew off, so I was like, all right, I guess they're fine. She was a person, she just had 4 legs and fur. That's fair. She taught me more about being a good human than an actual human ever did. That's fair also. Not surprising. She lived her life, I lived mine, and we hung out and had a blast together. That sounds fun as hell. One of us would howl and she would be lonely and she would come running. That's so cute. Aww. That's adorable. Yeah, it's crazy how, I feel like sometimes animals are more civilized than humans in some cases. You'd be surprised, like, okay, you guys probably wouldn't be surprised, but it's kind of crazy. It's a little bit odd, I would say. Trying to decide where to put these. I think I'm gonna put them, here. And then I'm gonna put maybe one here. Hold on, I need to swap these. Hold up. And then I'll put this one here. And this one here. There we go, we swapped them. We're good. Animals are far more honest than humans. I think it depends on the animal and the thing we're talking about, because some animals are really good at hiding pain. Like horses will not show that they're in pain for like a while. Like you like you gotta be paying attention, man. 40 years later, I still miss her? Damn. That's rough, dude. Good evening. Hello, Mr. P Head. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Let's see. I think I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna put down, because I've been kind of mumbling about putting down some planters, but I think I'm actually gonna do it. So now that I've thought it through, I think pretty satisfied with this idea. Let's see what we got here. I think I'm gonna also put down like a baby blue kind of bush here. I'm gonna put a couple of growing plots. I keep saying production, but that's the tab it's in. It's not the my brain's not functioning. Okay, I'm sorry. This is the part of the stream where everything starts going off the rails and my brain starts to crumble from the inside. So I do apologize for the inconvenience that probably puts on you guys. Alright, so these two can be there. I think I'm gonna put ones on these sides too, and then I'm also going to add some more plant life kind of thing. So, oh, you know what? I have an idea. Let's start on this side since there's plants already on the other side of this, so it looks kind of cool. Let's put this down. So I think I'm gonna put down a lowered thingy with like medium thingies here. Hold on, let's see if I can. Oh, there might be a problem. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. There we go. So now the corner looks busy, but it's not too busy, I guess. The hard part is going to be determining where these, like, what plants go in where. And I think I am going to stick with my original plan. Let's see, my brain's not functioning. Another day that ends in Y for show. Oh, God. Honest as in they won't lie to you, see what you get in most interactions. Yeah, true. I got a visit from the Good Idea Fairy and never worked out well in the army. Oh. Yeah, I could see that not being a favorable thing. Alright, let's speed up time and see what this even looks like before I commit to this plan. There we go. Let's take a look. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. I think this this corner looks pretty cool. You know, you have a little bit of visual depth here. I could have done the reverse, but I kind of want the outside to be visible most of the time, so I decided to go inward, like downward in the center, so it's not so weird. I like that. I think it creates a unique shape visually. So I think that's fine. I am gonna add some more decorative things though. Like maybe this here. And maybe another one on this side, just to add a little bit more visual variety. And then we'll add some more of these here. I don't know, what do you guys think of the corners? Let me know. Got a bunch of dead flowers, okay. What? They're not dead? Roses would have been better. I have so many roses on the outside that I kind of didn't want to add it in the inside. I decided to keep the room looking blue, so I went with blue flowers. That was the only reason why I went with that. I want to create like kind of a like a cool off room, I guess, because that's why I have water. So like out here we have like a lot of intense reds. So I think from the inside, I just wanted it to be like kind of a different, like a bigger contrast from the inside versus outside. Because I figured if I put like roses here, it might bleed into the background, and I didn't want that. So I was kind of like, eh. Though I do like using roses for this kind of thing a lot more, though. Not gonna lie. I don't usually use like snowflowers in like the higher pots because they're not a tall plant. But in this case, I'm willing to make an exception. Let's add something a little different. And you know what? Oh, I almost forgot. I need to add a thing here as well. I think I might add a... Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna remove this, and we're gonna add ghost shrooms here instead. The little plot, sorry, the little plants. Oh, can I get it? There we go. Get those ghost shroom spores. We'll change it. I think I am gonna keep the original look and just have them both facing kind of a similar direction. I think this way is better. Let me remove the second one. I think I prefer it facing in that direction. So let me... Actually, that might work better. Let's do that. Let's add some time. Alright. See what it looks like. Oh! Bad timing. There we go. Yeah, actually I prefer this. I think this makes sense. And then I'm gonna have to add some more shrubbery to the tops here. Cool, fair enough, well said. Tulips on your organ is always better than roses on your piano, though. Is it really, though? 2 watchers, hit that like button. Yeah, if you're watching the stream on YouTube, make sure to hit the like button, guys. It'd be great. That way more people can watch and see how, like, good this build is coming out. Because I'm pretty happy with it, for the most part. I'm gonna choose these 2. And then we're gonna put down the planter. We're gonna go with the baby blue. I wish you could change like the color of roses on these kinds of things, because I wouldn't mind using roses instead of wisteria for that, but that's not really an option, so kind of meh. I feel like the sides of this need something, like it's too plain. Maybe I should have moved this here. It's too crowded. We need something else here. Maybe I can put, I need to find something to put here, because it's just not... Ooh. This could work. I don't think I'm gonna put that there, though. I might use, like, the ivy. Because the roses aren't really fitting this either. Let's see what this looks like. I don't really like the wisteria on these, to be honest, because the bottom of it is so, like, non-existent. It just doesn't really work. We're gonna use green here instead, and I think I'm gonna add a... I wonder if I can put a lamp or something. Can I put like a small candle stand or something in here? No. What about... I think I'm overthinking this, but I'm gonna actually, not remove, but I'm gonna push this forward. Actually, no. We're gonna do something different. I'm moving this back. Because from here, you can't even tell that it's off-center. So we'll add that space or the separation, and then we'll have lighting. It doesn't fit. That sucks. I'm gonna have to experiment a little bit here. That does not work. I can put something here now, but I don't want candles in like an outside area though. I have to think about this. I could maybe put down a brazier. Oh, I can. Oh, it would have been nice if I could have squeezed this on the side here. Let's see if I can move these. What? Best way to... Hold on. I spend way much time with my cat and have entire language between us now. Tulips, get it? Oh my god. Something with a contrasting color. You were thinking, perish the thought. Oh no. I see what you mean though. I'm gonna move this over. I think I'm also gonna take the... thing over. You got fire and water. It's a little bright. Okay, how about... It looks almost purple. Yikes. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like if it's just all one color, it's a little too intense, but I also don't know if I particularly dislike that. A brazier? Oh my god. Jesus. I don't know how you went from like step 1 to step 12. That's crazy, dude. Nah, I'm actually, I'm not really sure what to do with the, you know, I think I'm gonna leave this alone and I'll come back to it. I won't decorate the other side just yet. I have to think about this a little bit more. I think I'm happy with this for the most part, but we'll have to do some experimentation. Over his ear, just fire poo. What? There's nothing wrong with fire. Fire is fun. Don't you know? You know what? I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break actually. I gotta use the bathroom. So I'm gonna go do that and then I will be back. Alright, I am back. I have returned to my station. Well, at the castle, that is. Sorry about that. Her idea of short break is 20 minutes real time. Look, I got some time blindness, I won't lie. Like, my ability to actually tell how long something takes, like how, like the timing is like way out there, okay? I'm either early or I'm late. There's no like, there's no on time for me, okay? That's a problem I've been dealing with. Like, I'm the person who shows up like an hour early to like a meetup because I'm nervous I'll be late. Because when you must have a bladder the size of the Titanic. Well, you guys keep redeeming hydrate, so I keep drinking all this water and then I end up having to use the bathroom. So it'd be like that sometimes, okay? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I forgot what I was gonna do. Oh, wallpapers, that's right. Alright, we gotta get this looking good. There we go. I think that was it. Oh no, the doors. I gotta get the other side. There we go. Let's see. Any veterans know that on time is late? 5 minutes is late. 10 minutes is early. Sorry, 10 minutes early is on time. That's not the first time I've heard that from someone who was like prior military, I'm not gonna lie. I've heard that quite a few times. And it's a pretty decent rule of thumb. I'm just usually like super like early to stuff because I'm just like, you know, I know this is like crazy, but just to show you how like how crazy things are. When I get invited to go somewhere and someone's like, hey, I'm having a party at my house and I'm, you know, doing this, you're invited. I'm like immediately like, damn it, why did they invite me? Now I have to go. Otherwise it looks weird or like they'll think that I don't care and then I have to think about it. And then I'm like, okay, this is the plan. All right. What I usually do is I show up early and leave early. That way they can't say I didn't show up and there's less people there than I ever have to interact with, so the chance of me getting stuck in conversation goes down dramatically. It's wonderful. Or I can just not show up and be like, sorry fam, I got something to do. Even if I don't, just because I don't want to go. But I appreciate the invite. You know? Like, I'm one of those. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people. I just don't really, yeah, you know, I'm gonna come back to this because actually, this is starting to grow on me. I really like the way this is looking. Oh, I forgot to put a thing here. Oh no, I didn't. I just didn't let time pass. There we go. Check out this side too. Looking good. Alright, we're good on this side. This side I think I'm gonna leave alone for now because I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do here. This is the part where I feel like is gonna be a struggle. Trying to figure out where to put anything, really. Oh man. What do I do for this? Maybe I can put something like this around here. Because I could technically put that on all four sides and it'll fit, but I don't know, let's see. Is this... Oh, it doesn't stop the flow of movement. I think this could work. I might use a different one though. I don't want to use the wooden one per se. Yeah, let's use the one with the metal mesh. Keep selecting the wrong one for some reason. Yeah, we'll just do that. I don't usually use these very often in my builds, and I kind of want to use it, so this will be like an exception to the rule, I guess. I'm trying to figure out... Oh, come on. There we go. I hate when I like keep moving my hand around. I can't seem to Yeah, then we can get the wisteria set up. Yeah, you know, we'll do like a reddish outside. This one will be just like similar color to the ones on the other side of the thing. That looks cool. Let's speed up time a little bit. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. Super cool. Thank you for the hydrate, Vladimir Dould, and the stretch as well. Also, welcome to the chat. How you doing? I just avoid parties entirely. If I find a human I like, I hang out with them and nobody else. That's fair. That's completely fair. On your side, part of the South and Kid Company. Awesome song. Love that band. Oh, the music. Hold on a second. Let me add the let me check something. Okay, we're good. Jamming out to it right now. Yeah, this song, it's called Let It Out, and it's by Sebastian Forslund featuring Stephen Ellis, whoever that is. I started adding my my playlist in the bottom of my videos now, like the not the playlist but themselves, but like the link to the place where I get the playlist or where I make the playlist, if that makes sense. But if you want my playlist, I can send you, I can link it in the chat, but it'll take a couple minutes. I gotta find the link. I got it somewhere. Not really sure what to do with all of this. I don't know. I feel like I need like a trail or something, like a path. I don't know. I almost feel like I should put a door here, just to kind of. But then I would need one on this side, and I want the symmetry. This area out here is something else I'd have to figure out too. This is going to be another pain in the ass trying to figure out what to put here, but I think for sure I want this foundation to be different. I don't want it to be like a normal foundation, so we'll put that there. Not sure what tile I'm going to use for this run here though, on the side. See, Livingston is one of the few modern singer or songwriters I like. That kid started out as obese, picked on, and bullied, and now he's jacked and selling out venues all over the place. Yeah, I mean, you know, some people go through like a transformation in their life because of one reason or another. You know, taking my own health like more seriously has been something that's kind of been on my mind lately. Just because I feel like I'm not really exercising enough or you know, eating healthy enough in general. And I can only imagine as my body starts to decay naturally, it will get only worse from here. So, yeah. That has been a thought, you know, crossing my mind. Like, maybe I should, you know, not stuff my face with donuts and stuff. I mean, I don't usually go out of my way to eat junk food, but I've been eating a lot of popcorn and it's not exactly good for my teeth right now, so it's been a bit of a problem. It's a tiny bit. It's a little tiny bit, you know. Just a tad. Oh, that's interesting. This is off because of the misalignment here. Ooh. Damn. Okay, we're doing something different here. This isn't gonna work. Alright, we're gonna take this here and just make it naturally look like it's just curving around. That way it's not as obvious. And then we're gonna take this and face it that way. And then we're just going to conclude the trail here. Yeah, I think this works. And then that way I can still kind of put like some shrubbery or something around here. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for this, but I know I definitely want to put some trees or something in this area, maybe some more bushes and things, but I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing in a bit. Not yet though. Oh, this side though needs a trail also. I think I'm gonna do something similar on this side. Wait, donuts aren't healthy food? Nah. Apparently they're not. I've been told they're not, unfortunately. I was so sad when I found that out. Look, Mama, I can fly! This is an amazing song. I'm gonna have to look that up at some point. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be kind of an abrupt thing, but I think if I add a fence here, it'll look fine as a separation. There we go. Up here, go through the gate, put some whatever the heck over here. Maybe a couple lights on the outside to make it look nice and rich. I think I used... Yeah, I did use like a regular tone. Let's check from the upstairs or like from the sky, see what it looks like. One step at a time show. Do what makes you happy, helps you improve. Even 1% better yesterday is an improvement. Cut down the tallest tree in the forest with a herring. What? Let's see. I kind of want to do the same thing on this side that I did over here and just have like kind of a symmetrical look. So I don't want to ruin the front. So this is going to be a challenge right here. I think I'm going to have to do something really similar. Yeah, let's do that. We gotten a lot done today, even though I didn't like get too far into the weeds for some of this stuff. Like at least I finished the servants' quarters. That was like a thing on my list for sure. Wait a second, is the thing on the other side? It's on the other side. That's right. Alright, we're gonna have to start over here. Garden hedges. We're gonna go with this one. This is as good as I'm probably gonna get it. And then I'm gonna put down a fence right over yonder. And then we're gonna put in that last hedge, make sure we top it off, making it look good. I can't fit another hedge here, unfortunately. I wish I could put like a second hedge on the side, but it's just not gonna work out. So this needs to be replaced. Get that path right. See, Monty Python, you heathen. Oh, I see. I think I've seen that, but my brain is just like unable to comprehend references very well. I don't know what it is, man. Let's see. For you, it's a huge improvement. Well done. Yeah. When are they going to let us change the castle roof looks, right? Hate that shit. I wish I could just hover this and then it just like looks a certain way. I wouldn't even have an upstairs garden if I was able to do that. The only reason why I made this garden, which is technically a 4th floor, is because I just didn't like the way the top looked. That was the only reason. But what I will do is add some stuff here. I don't even know what I should put here. Kind of want to put the planters really close to the path. I love this song. Here we go. Okay, so this is kind of a weird... Oh, you know what I could do? I could take a hedge piece. Oh, no. Better idea. I could take a planter. Maybe add like an arch here. Oh, but it's not gonna look weird. It's gonna look even weirder. I wish you could put this at like an angle, man. If I could put this like in an angle, it would fit well here. But the only thing we can put in an angle is this, and this is not gonna work, unfortunately, because there's not enough space to get this looking the way I want. I could push this back. Maybe that's the play, but I wanted it to be close to the path because I like when the trees are close to the path. But you know what? Maybe I should move it back because then I can put like benches or something here instead. Or statues even. Maybe that's what I need to do. I actually went to school for music. That's something I don't really mention a lot, but like, yeah, I actually can. Let's see, let's see. You know, I used to write my own music and everything, but now I just don't, like, I don't live in a place where I can, like, practice freely, so it's really hard for me to accomplish that nowadays, which is unfortunate. Who knows, maybe that'll change with time and I'll be able to, do something about it, but as of right now, it's not in the cards. I would like to eventually make a whole album and then just have that, like, as a fun, like, download for people. I don't know. And, you know, I guess the end goal, maybe it's a little ambitious, but the end goal would be to be able to port my music into, like, rhythm games and then just like make all, like, the levels for them. So, like, I'd probably make one for Rift, I'd probably make one for, Spin Rhythm, and maybe, what's the other game that has, I can't think of it right now. Hold on, let me check my library. Maybe it's just those two. But I would like to be able to, like, kind of insert my tracks into other games. Like, Fire and Ice is another one that people tend to put their music on, but, like, I don't really like that game, I'm gonna be honest. It just, for some reason, it's just too much on the screen for me, and my brain can't process all the information very well, and it just doesn't work. I'm not really sure why that is, or, like, what about it specifically doesn't work in my mind, but, it'd be like that sometimes, as I like to say. Maybe I'll just put, like, a tombstone here. Fuck it, we're dying. Put a couple down, fuck it. I'm probably not gonna spawn anything out of this, but maybe I put the fence up. Oh, that's not gonna work either. The tomb blocks it. It's because of the blocks. That's the thing I don't like about these blocks, is that they look like you can fit space in there, but they eat up the same amount of space as like a solid wall. So that's why it looks like there's a gap there. So I don't particularly enjoy that, but like I said, it'd be like that sometimes. Maybe I can just remove this and place this here. How about that? There we go. We don't have space for two, but I'm fine with that. I could also put the fencing here, but then I can't close this, so that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna leave it alone, fuck it. I'll put a grave here or something. I figure it out. I don't know. I quit. I quit. I can't figure it out. It's a mess. I think I used autumn aspen trees on the other side. I kind of want to do that again. Alright, let's see what this looks like. There it is. Yeah, these like reddish, like rustic reddish looking trees, I really, really like that color. It's super pretty. Red's my favorite color, so it just kind of works. It'd be like that sometime. Well, hell, sing a few bars, I'm all ears. Nah, I'm good. I can sort of play bass and drums. My singing cracks windows, however. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I played quite a few instruments too. Like I played mostly saxophone, but I did play some clarinet and flute for a little bit. And I did play a little bit of keyboard, but not enough to like say I can like play it proficiently. If I could go back in time and like learn it and master an instrument, it would probably be guitar or bass. And I'd probably also add piano on there. It's like the solid 3. But if there was like an instrument that like, okay, no one's asking this information, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway. If someone asked me like, what would be like the instrument that you would, like if you could learn in like a second, like you snap your fingers and you just know how to play the instrument, what instrument would it be? I'd probably choose the sitar. I like the sitar. Very beautiful instrument. Very, very nice. I like listening to a lot of Indian music as well for some reason. I just really find it really chill. No, I was never like part of like opera or anything like that. I never had like that kind of formal voice training. I could sing, but I wasn't focused on that. I was more like an instrumentalist. But I can do a little bit of everything. Those trees rock. Yeah, I really like the way this looks. It's just something about like the trees, they just pop, you know? I'm thinking about maybe adding pillars to the sides here and just like putting lights behind the trees to make it glow at night. So like, oh god damn it. Why is it always like blood moon when I don't want it to be blood moon? Here we go. So like maybe I can add thinking like right here. And I was thinking about just putting it here and not having it in the front. Like I don't want to have pillars here at all. Because I want the top to look a little bit less wide, if that makes sense. I think I am gonna add these pillars and just see what it looks like. And I think I am gonna add maybe a type of lighting that isn't super like spoopy or anything. Like I don't want anything like weird. Let's see. Did you see what they said about you on Discord? No, I did not. I did not see because I don't care. Ya bot. You're banned. And you're also banned. Goodbye. Man, I thought we were gonna get through a whole session without bots. I got lucky yesterday. Be gone, bots. There it is. What a pain in the ass. There we go. Oh, did I accidentally close my... Oh, never mind. I was like, where are my redeems at? There we go. If we say something nice, cool. If not, they can bugger off. Honestly, you know, for me, I take all feedback seriously. Even if someone, like, comes at me kind of sideways, like, a lot of times I'll, like, kind of sit there and, like, actually absorb what they have to say. And if it's a fair critique, I'll take it. But if it's not a fair critique and they're just being malicious, that's, like, a totally different story for me. Like, in that case, I just don't care. But for the most part, I'm pretty chill. I can take critiques. That's part of, you know, what being a musician was all about. If you couldn't take a critique, you're in the wrong business, essentially. Same thing with, you know, content creation, I feel like. Very similar in that way. No, I'm gonna need a more intense light. This is not gonna work. I think I'm gonna have to go with flames. I didn't plan on that, but... it's in between. The trees aren't gonna catch fire, are they? It's a little weird, but I think it'll be fine, right? Right? Another one. Yeah, right? Oh, what? Another, like an actual other one. Wow. Wow. I look away for a second and they start coming for me, man. Goodbye. It's probably the same person. Or I don't know what it is. I assume it's the same person. I think they fixed their timeline. Yeah, right? Now they're actually showing up during the streams. How wonderful. What the fuck?
Be gone, bots.
There we go, we did it again. Got a double dose of that. Yeah, I don't know what it is with kick and freaking whatever. I need to, oh, that's right. I haven't decided if I want to put like a second, like another tree here or not. But I think I am. Leave that here. As far as the lights in between, we do need some street lamps or something, maybe? I don't know. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to hit the mic. I'm so sorry. That was awkward. If I take the lamp posts... Hold on, which way is it facing? What is this? It's a growing plot that's messing it up? Interesting. I think this looks better, even more so, but having the light from behind is also nice, so I don't think I'm gonna remove it. Hold on, I gotta align this. There we go. And I think I am gonna put one here anyway, fuck it. I'm gonna add this here. This is gonna go here. And, well, maybe one off. There we go. Actually I don't like that. There we go. Now we're good. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do here with all this anyway, because this is like a hot mess in itself. I don't really like the grass here. Maybe I should change it all to match this here. But I also haven't really figured out what I want to do, so... Using like cobblestones there in this area though would be kind of nice. Because I feel like it kind of gives like a nice whatever, but then I have to remove the trail because then the trail looks weird because it's not grass anymore. And I like the trail, so I don't know, maybe I should just I don't know. You know what? No, I gotta commit to this. Because if I don't, then this part is like, why do I have it? I might as well have continued the whole row. Let's see what it looks like from above before I do anything crazy. Alright. The shadows look nice. Yeah, I like them too. Yeah, and if I put the trees on this side, if I mirror on this side, I think it'll be like perfect. Like I'll be able to have something decent looking there. Something I haven't tried is I haven't tried putting a pillar here. This could be a mess though. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work. As far as the flooring in here, I forgot what kind of foundation I used. I think I used a oh yeah, the crypt flooring. We'll do that in here too. And then we'll take the plants. This side's a little more tricky because you have a gate, but you also have, well actually I can remove the gate now that I have this like arch. But I kind of missed the gate, so I think I'm gonna leave it in. Actually, I didn't really anticipate adding the arch first, but this is okay. Let's see. What did I miss? You're popular tonight! Yeah, right? Oh look, dark rooftops. Did you see what they said about... I don't care what they said about being a weird server. You know what? We're gonna test out your shooting skills, bad shooter. Would you like to be a mod? How about that? We'll make you a mod. We'll make you a mod. That way you can test out your shooting. Hold on, let me ban them first before... They're just spamming, so let me ban them first.
Be gone.
Oh my god, and it's literally like at the end of the stream too. Like they just waited till like the very end. Just to like be obnoxious. Let me get rid of them first and then I'll... How do I do that? How do I add you as a mod? Bad shooter. How do I do this? I don't see like a... I can mute you, gift a sub, heart. I don't know what that means. I don't know how I did that before. How did I add May as a mod? I don't remember. I honestly can't remember. I haven't done it on Kick in so long. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let me check my settings real fast. Maybe that'll help. Chat. Access. Display. Roles. Oh, here we go. Since you're a bad shooter but a fast runner, we'll make use of the shooting skills if that's fine. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm refreshing my page here. I think you should be a mod now, bad shooter? Hopefully? I don't know. It's just crazy, like there's so many. Like it's just like a non-stop like train of them. Like what's going on? Is this the like are they catching up to like all those like days where they didn't, you know, spam me? Are they making up for lost time? Like what the hell? I don't know. I think that should work. Anyway, thank you for the... Oh wait, never mind. There was no redemption. We're good. I thought there was another one. That was crazy. That was crazy. I've never seen anything like that. It's just one after another after another. Like, what the fuck? Crazy. Yeah. We're good. It's all on Kick, though. They had a detour before they find their way again. Yeah, right? Okay, there we go. You got the mod tag. We're good. There. So we'll use your shooting skills. How about that? Actually, I should have double checked if you said that was fine. You're okay with being a mod, right, bad shooter? I didn't mean to just impose that on you, but look, man, we're gonna practice the shooting skills if you're okay with that. Just let me know if you're not, though. I can remove it. It's fine. But yeah, crazy. I never seen that in my life. I think I'm gonna add a bunch of hold on a second, let me get those growing plots up. Here we go. I'm gonna move it back. How many of these can I get into the square? Or not, it's not really a square, but you know what I mean. Hopefully. And then I'm gonna also put down... I'm a bad shooter though, so maybe I'd miss some. That's okay. That's okay. It's not about the accuracy. It's about the practice, you know? just don't miss too much. Just drop that on your head. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, if you're not comfortable with that, I can definitely remove it. Just let me know, you know, no harm. I just kind of did that because I was like, well, bad shooter's typing, so let me just, you know, they're around. Don't worry, I'm fast, I'll catch him. All right. All bad, it was a scout sniper in the army, I'll guide you. Nice. See, we even got backup. We got backup. We're good. Alright, so I've decided I'm not going to put the thing on this side, but I am gonna put this up here. And let's try and get this looking good as well. We'll get a... we're gonna do the hanging lights again, so the pillar mounted balefire sconces. Fuck it, we're just putting that in there. I don't care if the bushes burn anymore. I've lost patience because of all the bots. But yeah, thanks for the help. Because that shit's annoying. And I'm over here trying to decorate and it's like, hi, did you hear what they said about you in this creepy, weird Discord that totally, you know, isn't a scam? Like, come on, man. Crazy. Insane. I think I put these on the inside, but I don't remember if... That goes that way. I think I want to add another one, like, over here. I don't think that's a good spot. Maybe, like, over here or something. I'll figure it out. And then maybe this one could be, like... Oh, that's not even gonna work here anyway. That's too close. Maybe I can have like a kind of a mirroring situation here. There we go. Now I can at least see the exit. And then we'll put like another one like right here. Just to even it out. Maybe I should do something similar on this side, but they're a little bit different. I don't want both sides to be exactly the same. I want them to be like somewhat symmetrical, like reasonably symmetrical, but I don't want them to be like so much so that they're like the exact same thing, because that's boring. Alright. Let's check from the sky. Let's see. I think they all found the spark and got a new prime. Oh my god. Xolo doesn't talk shit about anyone. Why they decide to pick on her is beyond me. Bots be botting, man. They don't have feelings. They just bot. That's all they do. You know, that's their existence. They don't even have to like justify it. They just exist. They didn't even choose to exist. They're just here. As much as I hate the bots, it was a human that put them in place, I assume. At least it's very likely that's the case. Wow, this looks gorgeous from the top here with the trees. I might add like another tree here just to even this out. Just one more. Let's put it like right here. Yeah, I think one more tree would be good. There we go. Very nice. Looking good. I'm happy with the trees and how they look. I mean, it's just gorgeous. That does look nice. Well done. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what I'm doing for everything else. The thing about these shade makers, I forget what they're called. What are they called again? Let me check. The garden planter. Okay, so the thing about the trellises, right, is that normally you can't put stuff underneath it. You can use console commands to force items underneath them. I'm not gonna go through all that headache. It's too much. I think I'm happy with how things are going already. But I think I'm also going to move this fountain back by 1 because I realized it's actually slightly off center. There we go. That's much better. Yeah, it was too far forward. I don't know how I missed that. I guess I assumed it was right when I initially placed it, but it wasn't. Weird. And let's get a window over here. Let's get a... let's go for something like this. Perfect. I'll figure something out over here. I might use a different flooring in here. I'm thinking maybe instead of doing like a regular garden inside area, this could be like a small dining area or something, like an indoor-outdoor dining area. Kind of like I did downstairs on the back of the castle. Silly question, will anyone other than us ever see this? It's going to be a public kind of thing? You mean the, do you mean like the castle itself? Oh, the stained glass window? What do you, wait, hold on. Will anyone other than us ever see this? Oh, so you mean like to actually use the castle? Yeah, so it's gonna be a save file. So whenever I complete a castle, I take the save file and I put it on my Ko-Fi as a free download So if you go on there, I actually have a ton of like my previous works and my previous castles, even from 1.0, that are on there. So if you're interested in downloading that, you can find it there, and it's all free. Yeah, you can. Yeah, when this castle's done and the castle tour video gets published, because I am going to do a castle tour video of this particular castle. Once that's done and published, that video will have the link to the download for the castle. So yeah, every castle I make, for the most part, is pretty much downloadable. So yeah, anyone can use it. It'll come with instructions. So the only thing is that if you're on PlayStation, you can't do this, but if you're on PC and you're playing on PC, you can download it, use it, make your own like file, and then it comes with like an instruction sheet. It's basically like kind of like a Word document, but it's not Word, it's a Google Docs. So you can check that out, and I have like all that info all together. And I also have a downloadable version of the castle that's like straight up download, and then I have like a Google folder, like a Google Drive folder with the files that can be downloaded. So whatever's easier for you guys, it's all there on the Ko-Fi. So yeah, when this is done, that's gonna be great. I've also been posting some sneak peeks of another castle that I've been working on, which isn't the same kind of castle this one is, for sure. It's like very different, actually. But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. I'm gonna put some benches out. I think I'm gonna put a bench like right here. No, not there. Maybe here. I like putting my benches like here, but I would admit that like a bench here is probably a better idea. Potentially, I don't know. Because I like the idea of being able to sit here and then just like look out like over the balcony, which I like, because the, you know, the railing and all that. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, cool. You put a hell of a lot of work into this. People should be able to enjoy it. Yeah. Let's see. PC Gaming Master Race here, so if I download the game, I will download it in your stuff. Nice. Yeah, so like I said, I like all the castle builds I've done on the YouTube channel that are like that I've had tours for that are 1.0 plus, they all have that. So somebody else has done one tonight, I will. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. Super cool. Yeah, but it's definitely like one of those things where, you know, I try to make my castles as accessible as possible. I think, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but I think there's only one other builder who also does something similar, but not on their like it's not like on a formal place. Like I think they have it like in their Discord or something. I can't remember if Uti and Ken's upload. I'm pretty sure they upload theirs, but theirs is usually like all their castles are like on one gigantic file essentially. But like for me, my castles are usually on a separate individual file. I don't put them all on the same map. I mean, it's cool, but I also don't know what people are using the castle for, so like I want to give people an opportunity to be able to use it for things like RP or whatever the heck they want, or if they're playing by themselves and they just want a really nice, aesthetically beautiful castle to just kind of play around or use, be my guest, you know? So yeah, that's kind of like the main thing. Like I just want people to be able to like access it in like a somewhat easy way. And you know, that's another reason why I include instructions, because I have to edit the instructions every time I do it too, because everything just uses different wording. The save file is called something else, you know, things like that. Your stuff is made with logic and flow, feels like a real place that just fits. Thanks. Yeah, I try my best. I mean, I will admit there are some of my builds that are not as cool as some other ones I've done, but this one is definitely starting to look really, really nice. I'm really happy with how this throne room is coming out, like now that I've kind of figured out that I want to get rid of some of these other pillars and stuff. I think that this was actually the play. I think being able to see all that was definitely worth it. So I'm gonna have to start putting some lights and stuff, but I also need to do a little bit of decoration on the walls here and things like that. So I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do here, because I don't want to make it look weird, but I I don't know. Like, I'm not really sure what to do with this throne room, because, like, on one hand, I like this layout. I think it looks cool, but on the other hand, it's like, you know, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, I feel like it needs a little bit more of a direction. The bedrooms came out nice. I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. They're kind of like, kind of busy, but they look lived in, you know? At least I think so, and they're very different from each other, so you could tell it's like for different vampires, right? And then back here, so this area here, this is what I'm thinking about doing, like with this exact flooring tile setup maybe, but in the front part of the castle on the very top floor, like in that garden area. I think I'm gonna do something similar to this, put some wine glasses out, and that'll be nice. This area right here is still probably one of my favorite parts of the castle. I really like this little nook here. It's very, very cool. So that one's looking really good. This side here is going to need a lot of work. I'm thinking about replacing... oh, that's weird. I had a tree grow right here. Hold on. Let's see if I can delete it without destroying too much. There we go. Go away! There we go. Now it's not blocking the whole castle. I'm thinking about maybe adding the red trees here instead, like the autumn aspens instead of the white tree, because at first I was thinking, oh, I can just put like white cherry blossoms, but I feel like it doesn't really fit. I feel like it doesn't look as good. So I think I am going to remove the white cherry blossoms and just replace them with the autumn aspen. There we go. Alright, let's move the time. Whoops. There we go. Let's check from the sky one more time. Hello, Foxy! Welcome to the chat! How's it going? Stained glass, really epic. Landscape paintings for that room. Yeah, it definitely looks great. I think so. I need to figure out what to do on here for the second floor as well, and then at the top I have no idea what to do for this. I'm thinking about maybe possibly I don't know how I would even do this, but I guess I would have to make like a path from here over and then just like turn this into like an open air kind of box. I don't know. This part of me kind of wants to open this up, but the other part of me is like, I don't know about that. But yeah, this is the part where I'm talking about that I want to add in like that flooring. So I think I am gonna maybe do that now so I don't forget. So let me change the flooring real fast. Let me find it. Here we go. And then I think I can't remember what the actual other thing was. Is it this? I don't remember what kind of flooring I used on the other side. I'm gonna have to double check. I don't remember. Let's see. Going chill, having a day off. Nice. No, it's not a restaurant. This is actually the this is the other castle I've been working on stream. Does this game have banners or rooftop flags? Not really. I mean, you can put down pillars and then attach a flag to the pillar, but there's no like standing flags. Like the ones in like Dracula's castle, like when you get to the end of the game, like that one, like that's in there. I wish we had that as like a placeable flag. The closest thing we have to that is the dueling banner. And the dueling banner doesn't like stay, you know? So this is basically like if we had something like this, but like for a furniture item with a nice base to it, like the ones in his castle, I think that'd be great. Because this is for dueling. You can't use this for a furniture item. 2 more days until my day's off. My cat hats my work. Hold on. My cat hats my work days. I don't chill on the bed. Jesus. Flags flying off the pillars would be epic. Yeah, so like you can do let me see if I can find it. So pillar ornaments, right? So we have flags like this one. Actually, you know what? Let me stand over here. It's a bit easier to see from this side. Okay, so for this pillar, right? So there's ones I can put like this, right? Or I can put something like this, or the ones that stick out like these, you can put on the side. There's usually like a stick out and you know, flush against version. This is another good one. Sometimes people put banners all throughout here, and then when you walk up the stairs, they just kind of slowly creep up with the banners. Like sometimes they'll put like a banner here, then a banner here, and then a banner at the very top on the other side. I've seen that too. It can be nice, but it's not always ideal, I think. I think it kind of depends, but now that you mention it, I think I am going to put a couple banners here. How about that? We'll put like, a couple nice looking banners. There we go. I haven't used banners much in my builds. I don't really like them that as much, but I think it's fine there. Yeah, I think so far so good. This is looking pretty nice. I think I'm pretty much done for this build for tonight. I got as much as I possibly could done, I think. Bummer, banners flying off the top would be wicked cool. Yeah, like it's unfortunate that they don't really, like the flat ones against the pillar, they don't really like move, you know? They just lay there. It's like a corpse, you know? But yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. And then of course, this looks pretty good. I really like how this ended up. And then I'm gonna leave this alone. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done because this is several floors. Like I'm literally doing 4 floors. I don't usually do 4 floors on a castle build anymore because it takes so long, but I just kind of got absorbed in it, and it, you know, I just didn't want like a really gross like flat top for the castle. Like I wanted like a nice looking garden or something, so there you go. Anyway guys, well actually let me see. Anyway guys, I gotta go. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Oh wait, hold on, let me check to see if there's stream streaks. I'm sorry, I just realized there is, I missed a headpat from Epic Etc. Thank you so much, Epic, for the headpat. And that was 13 minutes ago. I can't believe I missed that. Damn. And then for the stream streaks, we do have a stream streak from Isekai Dude reaching a 3 stream streak. Please give him a round of applause. All right. Well, now that things are pretty much ending on the stream, let's see. Like a corpse on the roof, we've all done it. Oh my god. Let's see, he just lay here like a corpse. You just described my ex? Damn. Damn, Foxy, you rock. Thanks for stopping by the way, Foxy. I know it's like kind of like super early for you, so it's not easy to stop by at this time. But I appreciate you. Anyway, closing announcements. Tomorrow, I think, is the release of the last video of the Enshrouded series that I was working on. I decided to put a pause on that because I'm kind of like meh on the game, to be honest with you. So I'm putting a pause on that, but that last video that I recorded is coming out tomorrow, I think at midnight, I want to say, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm gonna try and squeeze out a castle tour video of like a different castle that I'm working on. The other one you guys haven't seen yet, unless you're like a member, then you saw some screenshots, but I'm working on a different castle at the same time as this one, and that one I'm almost done with, so I think if I finish it this week, I'll post it for you guys later. So yeah, super cool. If you have not been a member yet, or you don't have, you know, membership from the YouTube side, that's totally understandable. At the same time, it helps a lot. Feel free to become a member. You get access to videos early, and you also get a you get members only exclusive content. I put out like 1 members only video a month, so if you're interested in that, feel free to check it out. If you have Amazon Prime and you haven't used your monthly Prime sub, use that on the channel if you can. On Twitch, it definitely helps. And if you're on Kick, we do have some sub badges now, so if you become a subscriber over on the Kick side, you definitely get some cool perks and things like that, so feel free to check that out. It's way better with friends. Yeah, that's what I've been told. I've had a few people tell me that. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. We had a few new faces that, you know, I don't think I've seen in the chat before, but, you know, you guys were great. Make sure to leave a follow if you're watching and haven't, you know, done that yet. If you're on YouTube, leave a like and all that good stuff. I think I'm done rambling. Like I said a while ago, I added new merch to the store, so if you want to, you know, support that way, you can check out the merch. But yeah, I think that's it. Oh no, Eloquent, I think you already used it. I'm pretty sure you already used it on my thing this month. I'm pretty sure, because I remember, like, you told me to remind you, and I was like, try to remember, and then I mentioned it, and then you did it eventually, but I'm pretty sure you used it already. I could be wrong. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And as always, Xolo out.